In the world there are 4 lynx species: the Canada lynx, the bobcat, the Eurasian lynx and the Iberian lynx. The Iberian lynx is considered the smallest. Their head and body lengths range from 31 to 43 inches, their tail measures about 5.5 inches, and they average a height of 19.7 inches at the shoulders. But I don't know, let its size fool you. The Iberian lynx is a very powerful animal with great agility. His face is rounded, adorned with long sideburns and large ears topped with brushes of black hair. Its fur is brownish toned speckled with black spots. It is one of the most beautiful and fascinating cats in the world. Its main and almost exclusive food is the rabbit. This represents between 85 and 99% of its diet, but it can also feed on fawns, mouflons, ducks, pechards, partridges and rodents. But the presence of the rabbit is and will always be a key factor for the survival of our dear friend. The ideal size of the territory that each lynx needs is conditioned by the abundance of its prey, but on average, a lynx occupies about 6 or 7 miles around. In most cases, the Iberian lynx lives solitary and nomadic, being very territorial, but being more sociable during the mating season. For the birth of their young, the females choose burrows in well-protected and hidden places between rocks or hollow trees. The litters can have from 1 to 5 pups, but mostly there will be 2 or 3. At 2 months of age the pups begin to follow their mother on hunts, and between 7 and 12 months they will become independent. The presence of this wonderful feline in both Spain and Portugal fell drastically as the forests were affected by the advance of the industrial, mining, logging, agricultural, livestock and many other sectors, all with something in common: reaching the greatest possible economic benefit with little or no concern for the environment. The last 4 decades of the 20th century were the worst for the Iberian lynx since its distribution area was reduced by more than 80%. The rabbit, its prey and main food, was not spared from human attack either. It was considered a pest that greatly affected crops. A very difficult pest to eliminate given its high reproductive rate. But in 1952 a French doctor, bacteriologist and professor named Paul Félix Armand de Lille, after being impressed by reading about the effectiveness of the myxomatosis virus against the rabbit plague in Australia, using his contacts and knowledge, obtained a sample of it. Virus and infected 2 rabbits on his farm so that they would infect the rest, thus exterminating 98% of them in just 6 weeks. Although he claimed that his goal was to control only the rabbit infestation on his property, he could not prevent the spread of the virus outside of it, and just a year later the disease had already spread to the rest of Western Europe, destroying rabbit populations throughout France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Italy, Great Britain, Spain and Portugal. This was a terrible blow to the environment that directly affected the Iberian lynx. Fortunately, with the passing of time, interest and concern for the conservation of nature awoke and gained strength. But the end of the Iberian lynx was very close. By the year 2000 there were only 94 lynxes left in the entire peninsula. After a series of successful projects, the result of good coordination between the Spanish autonomous communities, the Portuguese government, the LIFE program of the European Union and the collaboration of different institutions, groups and NGOs, the goal of recovering its population was achieved, to such an extent that for the last census issued in May 2023, a new maximum of 1,668 lynx was reached. Currently, work continues on the maintenance of the populations, fighting to guarantee the presence of their prey and managing everything necessary to interconnect all the lynx populations, which implies, among other things, creating corridors, bridges and tunnels for wildlife that guarantee gene flow and at the same time reduce roadkill rates. We are infinitely grateful to each of these people, true heroes who put all their hearts and energy to achieve the recovery of the Iberian lynx. There is still a long way to go, but today we have enough reasons to look at the future of this feline with more optimism.